it'd be rude not to say it is GCSE results day for the first year scholars. That was you 12 months ago. How would you sum up your first year as a scholar at Accrington Stanley?
Yeah, brilliant. I think the whole of the first year it was a great experience to have. Going in and having full-time football training every day. Yeah, it was great, and I think it's helped me a lot as a person, and technically and tactically everything. Obviously we had a change in management halfway through the season with Lee and Luke coming in, and I think that just boosted us like massively. I think we've had a great kick on since then, and yeah, it's taught me to be a good They've taught me to be a good person and an even better footballer, and they've pushed me to limits I didn't think I had.
And it's easy to forget that it is still summer. You wouldn't think it with the weather, but how's summer been for you, and pre-season in particular?
Yeah, well, pre-season, unfortunately, I took a bit of a knock on my ankle early on, so that left me out for about 4 weeks. But the first team, the gaffer and Jed and Lee and Luke, have all been really supportive and really encouraging for me to get back on the pitch, and everything like Rich is doing and Connor's doing in the gym have been really helping me to get back fully fit. And I came back last week, and yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling sharper.
Finn, I suppose the main difference between last season and this season is you've got that captain's armband on. And when you look at the past few youth team captains that the club has had, Conor O'Brien, Aaron Pickles, Josh Smith, how much are those three and the other players who've got pro contracts and inspiration, and how much pride do you take in being given that responsibility?
Yeah, I have a lot of pride in having the captain's armband. It's a real privilege to have. It shows that the managers the respect and they have trust in me, and I really appreciate that. I try and conduct myself really well in everything I do, and it's really nice to have the captain's armband and to look up to the past captains as well, who have all got professional contracts, and the way they conduct themselves. It's a real inspiration for me and for the rest of the team.
And it's a strange Youth Alliance League this year. It's always really been a Northwest League, local teams. They've merged it, the Northwest and the Northeast now, so you've got quite a few long trips coming up over the season. How do you look back on the first game of the season last week against Wrexham? Obviously, we had the 3 week initially, started a week later than everyone else. How do you look back on that result?
I think we weren't at the races that day. We weren't as sharp as what we normally are, and in training, we were nowhere near what we normally are in training. So it was really disappointing. I came on. I was only supposed to get 30 minutes, but I got 70 minutes because one of our players took a knock, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think we were just not as sharp as what we've shown in training, which was really disappointing. And we're really excited for Saturday to put that right.
You mentioned Saturday then. Attention switches to the Cup now, the Youth Alliance Cup at Carlisle away. What are you expecting from that game?
Well, Carlisle, it's a long trip, so we've got to prepare the day before. We've got to be ready for it. But I think that if we play the football that we can play, I don't think there's any team in our league that can, put up a fight and can outfight us and say that they play better football than us.
And lastly, as well as leading the team both on and off the pitch, what personal goals are you setting yourself this year?
Well, it's anyone's dream to play first team football and get a professional contract. I think that I want to start every game for the 18s. I want to be, maybe progressing up to the 21s and eventually maybe even the first team. If I'm really playing well. But the good thing about this club is that the first team and the 18s, they're very close together, which you don't really get at any other club. So I feel really privileged to have that. The support from the gaffer and Jed. It's really good, and I think that this season, I could push on and possibly get into that first team.